So what we're going to do here is we're going to duplicate this, and then this is going to be our z-score probability. What I want to do, I'm just going to get rid of everything but the calories. So I'm going to get rid of all of that. And I need to calculate the z-score to begin with. So the z-score equals, in parentheses, the value minus the average, and I want the average of this divided by the standard deviation of same thing. And because I'm going to drag that down, I want to make sure those are absolute references where they don't shift. All right, so that's not right. That z-score is much too high. So let me look at it again. I've lost a parenthesis on the top. So I want a parenthesis on the top. I want that whole thing divided by the standard deviation. Let me try that. That looks more like a z-score. And I'm going to apply that all the way down. So now what I want to know is the probability of less than. Right, so this is from your table that we've seen before. So we have our z-score table, z probability that you've used. So let me just grab one that we can see. Yeah, we'll put that picture in. So we're trying to figure out what these scores are. We have z-scores and we want the probabilities of these things here. So I can use this normal distribution, norm dist thing, and I need to know the value, so that's this, right? I need to know the mean, so that's the average of this. And then I need to know the standard deviation of, again, the same set of data. I might have to move that graph out of the way. And then this last one is whether it's cumulative or not. We are going to say that that's true, and you just have to trust me that that's the setup that we need. So I get this value. I'm going to get rid of this. It's in my way. And I want these to be absolute references, so I'm going to use my dollar signs to make them stick. And then it wants autofill, and that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort, just so I can look at it. Sort my sheet. It has a header row, probably less than. We'll go like that. Okay, so these are my highest z-scores for calories. And let's just try to look at one here. Let me get to a positive one so we can see it. So let's look at 0.325, or let's that would run on ours to 0.33. So if I look at 0.3, let me actually highlight that one, or get that value. The value of, all right. So 0.33 is this here, 0.6293. What we have here is the 0.62. So it's a little bit different based on the calculation, but that would be how we could use that to get those percentages below. So this would be the value. So you'd have 62% that is below that z-score that is down here. So instead of having to use the table every time, we could use Google Sheets to do those calculations for us quickly.